Hey VC, it's me Roger back with another video. It's been a couple weeks and spring is here in Middle Tennessee, and it's almost like summertime. It just seems like yesterday we had 6 inches of snow. Crazy. So yeah, it's been a couple weeks. It's been over a month since I've made a general vinyl update video. I showed some of those cool records that I got in Alabama when I went down to see Anthony Braxton in my last video. So I've got a fair stack of things that I've gotten over the past month. Been trying to rein it in. Got some exciting musical projects on the horizon, which I'll talk about in another video. But I wanted to come on and show some records and vibe with you all. Cheers. So in the background we're listening to this Expo 70, one of their early records, July 18th, 2004, which originally came out on CDR, I guess, back in 2004, 2005, 2004 on Kill Shaman, I guess, Shaman. And this is the first vinyl release on Sonic Meditations. Really nice, matte, heavy cardboard cover. And I think it's on colored vinyl. Let's see. No, actually black vinyl. Sorry to make that awful sound for no reason. Yeah, so this is big VC fave. Folks like Dave Sequoia Flame and El Deuterino's Psychedelic Mind's Eye, and some other folks have shown this stuff, and it sounded really appealing. And so when I saw this in the bins, I snapped it up. As you can hear, spacey electronics. I guess Expo 70 is basically this guy Justin Wright. They put out a bunch of stuff. Yeah, this is cool. Harkens back to the old 70s analog synth space music. So I like that so much I picked this up. Where Does Your Mind Go? This is from 2010 on Immune. Double album. 4 side-long tracks. Spacey. As spacey as that cover looks. A nice gatefold. Yeah, what is there to say? I'm a latecomer to this stuff. I'm not sure I need any more. There's obviously some progression from here to here, but I don't know. Any experts on Expo 70, let me know where I should go next. Some cool stuff. Here's another new thing. This is the new Pelican 12-inch, The Cliff, on Southern Lord. This is on colored vinyl, so I'm going to pull it out. Yeah, orange vinyl. Yeah, I dig these guys. I've got all of their records. There's some 7 inches I don't have, but mostly instrumental, metal, instrumental, post-rock, I guess, but more rock than post anything. Post-metal, maybe. There's vocals on the song proper, which don't do a lot for me, but the remixes are really cool. And there's another track called The Wait, which is more in their usual vein. I guess they're working on a new record, and so this is a sort of a preview. Yeah, if you like those guys, check that out. Speaking of metal, here is the new Torche. Again, help me out, folks. I don't know how to pronounce their name. It looks like Torche to me, but Torche. Another southern sludgy metal band. Nice cover art on this. I'm not sure if it's the Baroness guy who did this or not. It kind of looks like his art. It's gatefold, really wild inside. I've been kind of lukewarm about these guys. You know, they can be a little frantic. Oh, that's great. And this one is, you know, not any different, but I tell you, the last track, the title track, Restarter, is a little more spacey and psychedelic and droney, and but still driving and rocking, and I don't know. I've only listened to this once, to tell you the truth. Yeah, it's on Relapse. I dig it. Had to get this. I'd heard it was pushed back till May, but came out last week, I guess. D'Angelo and Vanguard, Black Messiah. What does there say? Who ever thought that the follow-up to Voodoo would ever happen? What was it, 16 years ago or something? And all of his troubles, and you know, there were rumors, and then boom, right before Christmas, the CD came out, and out of nowhere, really. So kind of same thing with the vinyl. It was like, oh, it's being pushed back, and oh well, no, here it is, and only $20. They stretched it out over 2 LPs, which is nice. Sounds great. The booklet credits the guy who cut the lacquers. I didn't recognize his name, but this may be all analog. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me, because as good as the CD sounds, the sound stage and the presentation of this is quite different and killer. Absolutely great. Who would have ever expected him to ever make the record, much less have it be this good? It's my opinion. Get it while it's around, I say. I saw that Universal's going to put out a vinyl edition of Brown Sugar. That'd be cool. Here's something I got off Discogs. Susan Elkhorn. And I Await the Resurrection of the Pedal Steel Guitar. This is a cool gatefold. I'm going to pull it out. I know, I hate that sound too, but yeah, Susan Elkhorn. I just kind of learned about her. It's a great cover, right? So yeah, pedal steel guitar. And I found out about her because my friend's label in New York, Relative Pitch, their latest CD, which is coming out next month, is Susan Elkhorn playing music of Astor Piazzolla and an improvisation with Michael Formanek on bass. And I was like, pedal steel, what the fuck? In a jazz context? The CD is fantastic. I'm going to show it in another video. So I loved it so much I had to get the only vinyl I know that she's made. This is from 2007 on the Old English Spelling Bee label. This was back when she was living in Houston, and it's solo pedal steel. You know, the title should give you an indication of what it's like. The Heart Sutra. It's kind of based on just very few notes. And I Await the Resurrection of the Pedal Steel Guitar. She talks about hearing a piece by Messiaen and being inspired by that. She was on her way to a country western gig and heard this Messiaen piece on the radio, and she says it transformed what she wanted to do with music. Anyway, it's masterful pedal steel playing. I don't know about you, but I love the sound of pedal steel, and it's always kind of bummed me out that it's been locked in the country western ghetto, which is, you know, let's face it, not, you know, a hotbed of creativity, musically, you know, speaking, for the most part. So anyway, really great, really chill, really mind-blowingly great. She's coming to Nashville in April, opening for Baron Weston and Trevor Watts, coming over from England. They're doing a little tour of the South. I'm going to do an interview with her, and I'll get to meet her. I'm really excited about it. Check out her CD that's coming out soon on Relative Pitch. It's called Soul Dad. Yeah, Susan Alcorn. Next we have... these have been out for a while, but I put off getting them, but since I have the rest of them, I had to pick them up. The latest reissues from Universal Saturn reissues. This is Secrets of the Sun. Great choreographer's workshop era. Sun Ra record. Came out in '66, was recorded in '63. Tommy Hunter, Ronnie Boykins, Pat Patrick. Some great guitar on this. Atavistic put out a nice CD of this, but this sounds different. Yeah, these things are pressed at Scorpio. I don't know about the licensing, how legit it is. This is all Chicago era stuff, where the Alton Abraham controlled Saturn. There's a split. I don't know, these sound great to me. They're pressed really nicely. Originals, forget about it. Here's the other one they put out recently. This is Discipline 27-2. This is a later one from '73. First side's great, kind of funky. Big band. Yeah, great. Second side is live with you know, lots of Sun Ra's lecturing and preaching, which for me gets a little old, but mostly because I've heard so much of that stuff on bootlegs. That's my fault, but this is a good representation of that stuff, so yeah, great cover too. If you're a Sun Ra fan, you know, what, you can complain about the sources or whatever, but good luck finding originals. I'm sorry. So that's it for new vinyl. I have some antiques to show, if you're still watching. I saw this and I immediately thought of Zach, the Zeke Geek, Zach Coiner. Hey man, if you're watching, congratulations on the birth of your second child. It's awesome. So I don't know if you're gonna be watching. You're gonna be busy, I bet. But anyway, I saw this and I was like, well, I have to get this. Coven. This is their second self-titled record on MGM from 1972. I had the great good pleasure of meeting Zach last time I was in Colorado, and he was showing me their first record that he found in like a thrift store for $1 or something. And this crazy record called like Witchcraft Destroys Minds and Harvest Souls, something like that. And it's like proto-heavy metal. There's even a track on there called Black Sabbath, I guess. And it's actually a really rare, desirable record. You know, it goes for hundreds of dollars. And, you know, he found it that day for $1. You know, I'm telling you, Colorado is that kind of place. You know, if you're... Anyway, so here's their second record. It's not nearly as rare and desirable, and has a weird grab bag mixture of sounds with like some orchestral pop things. There's a hit, One Tin Soldier, The Legend of Billy Jack was in that movie, Billy Jack, and so that drove sales, which meant, you know, this is not It's not a common record, but it's, you know, not rare by any means. It's like $10 or something. Yeah, kind of schizophrenic, some hard rock stuff, and boy, the chick singer's got an intense voice. Boy, she gets up there in that like screaming falsetto range, and it's intense. I really want to hear that first record. I'm probably gonna have to go for it digitally because I live in Colorado. Anyway, Coven, this is cool find. A little water damage, but vinyl's mint. Yeah, cool. Kind of rambly video. It's been a while. Here's the VC. Here's to Zach. Congrats, man. Speaking of Zach and Ben Costello, kind of in tandem, got me on this sort of UK folk kick. And so, found this recently. This is Steel Eye Span, Below the Salt, on Chrysalis from 1972. This has a cool gatefold. I'm going to pull it out and show it to you. Yeah, and the music sounds like that cover looks. It didn't knock me out quite like the Pentangle did and John Renbourn, but I enjoyed this. I'm definitely going to keep it. It's in a nice shape. Don't know about the pressing, but it's a green label, Chrysalis. Yeah, nice. Very traditional in a way, but occasionally like some distorted guitar. Kind of interesting. Here's another band that some folks in the VC, like Ben and maybe Sublime Media, Jonas, showed a Lindisfarne record. Another UK folk. This is Roll on Ruby, US pressing on Elektra from 1974. A little more rock than folk by this point, I guess. And I really need to get Fog in the Tide. I guess that's their best record. This is enjoyable, sort of proggy folk rock. Yeah, I guess that's Ruby. Yeah, this is still sealed. $6, kind of water damaged, and Andreas Sonic Mainliner, I got that shrink wrap off as soon as I got home. Lindisfarne. Also found this for like $1. This is much later. Sleepless Nights from 1982. I guess it came out in 1983 on Shinachi. Gotta love that cover, right? Yeah. Of its time, production kind of sucks, but great songwriting. You know, not really the same band that you have here or earlier. It's this guy, oh, Andy Hull, I think, maybe? I might be getting that wrong, sorry. Yeah, for $1, this is great. Here's a early David Byrne compilation before he formed Luwakabop. Brazil Classics 1, Beliza Tropical, on Sire, basically. I've had the CD for a long time, but it was cool to find the vinyl. It's from 1987, so not terribly common on vinyl. But I gotta say, I don't think there's much to be gained by having this on vinyl, sound-wise. You know, nice presentation, and will look nice with my Luwakabop comps. Great music, for sure. You know, with Gilberto Gil and Milton Nascimento. Yeah, just great stuff. I got this used, but I think this might be one of the new Blue Note 75 things. I can't tell. The jacket seems much too new, but there's no barcode on it. I don't know. Anyway, Lou Donaldson's Mr. Shingling on Blue Note from, what is this from? Gosh, 60s sometime. It's an organ date with Lonnie Smith on organ, Blue Mitchell on trumpet, Jimmy Fats Ponder on guitar, and Leo Morris on drums. Pretty straight ahead, but funky. Great for this time of year. If this is one of those Blue Note 75s and pressed at United and it's digital, it sounds damn good, I gotta say. What do I know? It's great to find it used. Kind of makes me want to check those new reissues out a little further. Yeah, Lou Donaldson, funky. Here's Air's Open Air Suit on a Novus from 1978. I love Henry Threadgill. I've had this on CD for a long time. Might have even had the vinyl a long time ago, but it was too out for me at the time, maybe. It's great. Great trio with Fred Hopkins on bass, Steve McCall on drums, and, Henry Threadgill on saxophones and flute. Brilliant. There was a time when that kind of music was actually on major labels. Thanks to folks like Michael Kuskuna and Steve Backer. It's the guy I forgot in my Braxton on Arista video. Yeah, those two made a lot of great things happen in the 70s on Arista. Here's a cool thing that I didn't expect to just find sitting around. Michael Mantler's Silence on Wattworks from 1976. Interesting, an adaptation of a play by Harold Pinter with the characters sung by Carla Bley, Robert Wyatt, Kevin Coyne, Chris Spedding, Ron McClure. Not something I'm going to listen to a lot, but it works. It's really great, well-constructed, reverently, deferential to the original text. And, Robert Wyatt. You gotta love the guy. Now here's a record I would have, in the olden days before the VC, I would have passed this by. But someone in one of the Facebook groups posted this, and kind of sparked a little discussion. People were like, oh, it's a really cool record. And so I saw it, still in the stream for like $6. I thought, okay, cool. This is, so Free Flight's the name of the band, and Soaring is the title. Palo Alto Records from 1983. And here's the lineup: Jim Walker, Milcho Leviev, Jim Lacefield, and Ralph Humphrey, none of whom I was familiar with at all. Walker plays flute, flute and keyboards and bass and drums. And yeah, this is really nice. Kind of in that light Pat Metheny group sort of fusion-y bag, but great playing and nice variety of textures, both electronic and acoustic. Yeah, totally cool. Kind of that cover, I don't know. Alright, one more. Ooh, 24 minutes. Thanks to all who are hanging out. So it's kind of a blind buy. Johannes Schmeling. Vivian Reitz? German. So, Erdenklang, German pressing, electronic music. I think he was involved in later Tangerine Dream projects. I'm not sure about that. It's definitely in that vein. And, while it's from 1986, There's some digital synth textures going on, but for the most part, this is really, really enjoyable. Yeah, I wish I could pronounce German and tell you what that meant, but that's the title track for the second side, which is written for a dance, I guess. Yeah, cool shit. Alright, folks. Sorry to ramble like that. I missed you guys. I wanted to come on and vibe. Say hello. Thank you to everyone who comments and vibes with me on Facebook and makes videos. I'm really, really terrible about leaving comments on people's videos. I really apologize. Please do not take it personally that if it seems like I'm ignoring you, because I'm not. Just wanted to say that. Anyway, I hope you're all doing great. I will see you soon. Take care, everybody.